very multiple on offense, little pro style, a little bit of spread. Is that what you've seen from Howard, obviously off the Maryland game tape?
Yeah, they were more spread in the Maryland game, I would say. A lot more one back, not a two back team, according to that film anyway. So coming into the game, I would expect we would see a similar approach from them.
Kai Hester seemed like he really grew within the game, especially after Hampton got banged up. Do you see his role changing at all this week, and what did you think of his play?
I thought he played fabulous, considering he had missed some training camp with an injury of his own, and got back obviously in time to prepare for the game, but in a backup role. So for him to come in and play like he did, I was really proud of him. I thought he did a really nice job. So his role will remain the same, and we expect now that we've seen that quality of play from him, that he will continue along those lines and give us that each and every week.
Jay, you said after the game that you were eager to see Darius on film, how he graded out, how much he was able to participate, whatnot. What did you see on film from Darius?
I thought he played real well. We identified him, as a guy that we felt played at a championship caliber level of play. He did a very good job against a lot of the double teams and things like that, with the added weight and strength that he's put on since Coach Parker started to work with him. I think he performed real well and held up not only just fundamentally but physically real well. I thought he played very well.
Continuing with the grading process, the pressure that you generated from the front four, overall it looked like Browning was on the move a lot, but overall how did you grade the pressure that you got on the quarterback?
Well, I think it's tough on first and second down when you get play action passes with a lot of maximum protection to generate a four-man rush there. That's always a problem unless you've got a fifth guy coming into the rush, with some type of a blitz. Particularly on third down, I thought we did a really nice job getting him off of his point. We were 9 out of 12 on third down stops, which is a number I think going into the game any of us would have said we would have been happy with. So all in all, I thought they did a good job, even in the four-man rush scenario, of pressuring the quarterback and getting hands in his face, and I thought the production there was good.
Jay, back to Darius for a second. He's always been a guy that's understood leverage really well, and I'm wondering if, just with the additional weight, how much of an adjustment he had to make, not necessarily in that, but just with his style of play and trying to approach things, if he has to approach things any differently at all.
No, I don't think so. We've worked hard with the leverage and use of our hands, and whether it came naturally or he just learned it quickly, I'm not sure which it was, but he adapted to that right away, dating all the way back to spring. I think he was probably one of the first D linemen we said that we had gotten through the coaching points that we're trying to make on how guys use their hands and play with leverage. So obviously that's improved over time, but he got off to a fast start and has continued to do well. So in terms of making any adjustments, I wouldn't say that was necessarily the case, other than just taking the coaching points that were given to him and running with them. But he did a good job.
Jay, Tyreek Williams, I know it's a lot of special teams too, but what have you seen from him and being confident enough to play him this early?
Just a lot of athleticism. He runs well. He changes direction well. For a young guy, he's picking up on the game of football well at the college level and transitioning smoothly from high school. Mature enough to handle the things that he's being asked to do, which is part of the battle when you're transitioning from a high school senior to a college freshman. So it's kind of all those things wrapped up into one. We'll continue to work with him, and really encouraged by his play, and look for really good things to come from him in the future.
Was the Howard-Maryland tape a good tape to review, considering it's a Big Ten opponent? I don't know how much Maryland does the same thing as Rutgers, but just overall Big Ten opponent, face Howard. Was that a good tape?
It gives us a barometer. How we compare to Maryland defensively, I'm not sure. I haven't studied that at all. And but from the standpoint of being a conference team playing a common opponent, that helps a little bit. Yeah. So obviously we've looked at that, studied that pretty closely, and again, I think they'll probably have a similar approach to us that they had with them.
All set?
Good.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you.